Today we will discuss about the dipole in a uniform external field. Consider this dipole having charge minus q and plus q. The dipole moment is p vector. The direction of the dipole moment is from minus q to plus q. The length of the dipole is 2a. So half of the length is equal to a. This is the center of the dipole. And the force acting on this charge plus q is QE, and the force acting on the charge minus q is minus QE. The dipole is placed, because the dipole is placed in an external field E, and the field is uniform. The field is uniform means constant. Consider a permanent dipole of dipole moment P in a uniform external field E. By permanent dipole we mean that P exists irrespective of E. It has not been induced by the field. Example is water molecule. We know in water molecule there is permanent dipole moment. If you have not given any external field, then also water molecule exhibit dipole moment. So I have shown you that there are two forces. One is QE on charge Q, and another force is minus QE on charge minus Q. So what will be the net force on the dipole? The net force on the dipole is equal to 0, because the field is uniform or constant. And we know from mechanics, if the net force is equal to 0, the system is in translational equilibrium, but it is not in rotational equilibrium. Okay, if the net force is equal to 0, the dipole will be in translational equilibrium but not in rotational equilibrium, because you know a pair of equal and opposite forces with different lines of action is known as a couple or torque. So here in this dipole we have also a pair of equal and opposite forces with different lines of action. So it will produce a torque, as a result of which the dipole will rotate. So in a uniform external field, if a uniform field is given to the dipole will rotate. Okay, a couple produces rotation without translation in a dipole which is placed in a uniform external field, uniform electric field. In mechanics we know, in case of couple, the rotation does not depend upon the origin, or the moment of the couple is independent of origin. Where you take the rotation, in between A and B, where you take the rotation, here or here or here, it is independent of the origin. It depends upon this arm length. The rotation depends upon this arm length AB and the force. How? Let us see. Suppose there are two forces, equal and opposite forces. One is F, another one is minus F, and this is the origin of your measurement. R1 and R2 are the position vectors of the two forces. Then the moment of the couple will be equal to the sum of the moments of the two forces acting by making the couple. And what will be the sum of the moments? For minus F, the moment will be equal to R1 cross minus F, and for plus F, the moment will be R2 cross F. So if you solve this will be R2 minus R1 vector cross F. Now look to this diagram, vector diagram. R1 plus AB is equal to R2. Okay. R1 plus R2 will be plus AB is equal to R2. So AB will be equal to R2 minus R1. AB will be equal to R2 minus R1. So we see R1 plus AB is equal to R2. So AB is equal to R2 vector minus R1 vector. So moment of the couple is equal to AB cross F. Okay. So moment of the couple is independent of the origin. That is the point about which we took the moments of the forces. So in case of this dipole also, the torque is independent of the position where you take the rotation. Either you take the rotation here or here or here or here. I have taken in this diagram here. Okay. But the torque is equal to the force, the cross product of force and this arm length. That is 2A cross product with the force F. So when the net force is 0 due to the uniform field, the torque is independent of the origin and its magnitude equals the magnitude of each force multiplied by the arm of the couple. Okay. The arm of the couple means the perpendicular distance between two anti-parallel forces. Okay. The arm of the couple is nothing but the perpendicular distance between the two anti-parallel forces. So the magnitude of the torque, magnitude of tau will be equal to either force into the perpendicular distance between two anti-parallel forces will be 2A sin theta. How it is 2A sin theta? Let us look to this figure. Suppose this is your dipole. This is your dipole and the axis of rotation I have taken from here, from the charge minus q. So from minus q to plus q, this length, this vector is equal to 2A. Dipole length vector 2A. And this is at the charge plus q, the force is equal to QE. That is a force on the charge plus q. This one. So if you take this angle between this force and this 2A vector, that is the dipole length vector, is equal to theta, then this angle will be theta. Now in this right angle triangle, this length, this is the perpendicular length between the anti-parallel forces. So this length will be equal to 2A sin theta from geometry. Is not it? So magnitude of tau will be equal to 2QA into E sin theta. And we know Q into 2A, either charge and the dipole length is equal to the dipole moment vector P. So tau will be equal to dipole moment vector with cross product and cross product with the electric field. Okay, tau equal to P cross E. The direction of tau is normal to the plane of the paper. Remember, the direction of tau, the direction of rotation. Here I have shown you the rotation is along the anti-clockwise direction. If it is in anti-clockwise direction and if you apply right hand thumb rule, then the direction will be in the perpendicular direction, perpendicular to the plane of the paper. And this torque will tend to align the dipole with the electric field, applied electric field E. Remember, why the torque will be produced? Because the torque will tend to align the dipole with the applied field E, and when the alignment of the dipole moment is along the applied field, then the torque will be equal to 0. So long as there will be no alignment of the dipole along the direction of the field, the dipole will rotate. When the dipole will align in the direction of the electric field, then torque will be equal to 0. So when a dipole is placed in a uniform external field, electric field, then the force will be equal to 0. There will be no translation of the dipole, but there will be rotation. There will be rotation of the dipole so long as the dipole will align in the direction of the field. So in the next video we will discuss about the dipole in a non-uniform external field. What will happen to a dipole if it is placed in a non-uniform external electric field? Thank you.